I do much wonder that one man, seeing how much another man is a fool when he dedicates his behavior to love, will, after he hath laughed at such shallow follies in others, become the argument of his own scorn by falling in love. Such a man is Claudio. I have known when there was no music with him but the drum and the fife, and now he had rather hear the tabor and the pipe. I have known when he would walk 10 miles afoot to see a good armor, and now will he lie 10 nights awake, carving the fashion of a new doublet. He was wont to speak plain and to the purpose, like an honest man and a soldier, and now as he turned to orthography, his words are most fantastical vainly, just so many strange dishes. Shall I be so converted and see with these eyes? I cannot tell. I think not. Love may transform me to an oyster, but I'll take my oath on it. Till he have made an oyster of me, he shall never make me such a fool. One woman is fair, yet I am well. Another, virtuous. I am well. Another, fair, yet still I am well. But till all graces be in one woman shall not come in my grace. Rich she shall be, that's certain. Wise, or I'll none. Virtuous, or I'll never cheapen her. Fair, or I'll never look on her. Mild, or come not near me. No bore, not I for an angel. Good discourse, an excellent musician, and her hair shall be of what color? Of what color, please God? Ah, the prince and mature love. I will hide me in the arbor.
Come hither, Leonardo. What was it you told me of today? Your niece Beatrice was in love with Senior Benedick?
Wait, stuck on the foul sits. I never did think that lady could love any man.
No, nor I neither. But 'tis most wonderful that she should so dote on Senior Benedick.
Is it possible? Sits the wind in that quarter?
I cannot tell what to think of it, but that she loves him with an almost enraged affection is past the infinite of thought.
Maybe she doth but counterfeit.
Faith, like enough.
Oh God, counterfeit! There was never counterfeit of passion came so near the life of passion as she discovers it.
Why, what effects of passion shows she?
Faith, oh well, this fish will bite.
What effects, my lord? What effects? You heard my daughter tell you how.
She did indeed.
You amaze me. I would have thought her spirit had been invincible against all assaults of affection.
And me as well. Especially against Benedict.
I should think this a goal, but that the old fellow speaks it. Knavery itself sure cannot hide itself in such reverence.
You have taken the infection. Hold it up.
Hath she made her affection known to Benedict?
This says she as she writes to him, for she'll be often up 20 times a night, sitting in her smock, as she writ a sheet of paper for him.
Tis certain so. She says, shall I? Says she, who am so often encountered with such scorn, write to him that I love him?
Yea, though I love him. Well, no matter.
I believe a pretty jest your daughter has told us of.
Oh, that when she read to him and was reading it over, she found Benedick and Beatrice between the sheets.
That.
Oh, she tore it into 1,000 halfpence, railed at herself for being so immodest to someone who should so flout her. I mark him, this says she, by my spirit, for I should so flout him if he writ to me. Yea, though I love him, I should.
And down on her knees she falls, cries, weeps, sobs, beats her heart, tears her hair, prays, curses, Oh, sweet Benedick, God, give me patience.
She doth indeed, my lord. The ecstasy hath so much overborne her, says my daughter, that she is sometimes feared that she will do an outrageous deed to herself. It is very true.
It were good that Benedick knew of it by some others, if you will not disturb her.
To what end? The man would just make sport of it. Torment poor lady words.
And he should, it were an alms to hang him. She's an excellent sweet lady, and out of all suspicion, she is virtuous.
And exceeding wise.
In everything but loving Benedick.
Oh, wisdom and blood combating in so tender a body. We have 10 proofs to one that virtue, that blood hath the victory.
Certain so. Hero says she surely will die. Because she says she will die. If she makes her love known. And she will die. If he not love her. And she will die. If she tries to, rather than bait one breath of her accustomed crossness.
She doth well. She make tender of her love, 'tis very possible he'll scorn it. For the man, as you all know, hath a contemptible spirit. He does indeed show some outward happiness.
Before God. And in my mind, very wise.
He does indeed show some sparks that are like wit.
Can I take him to be valiant?
As Hector, I assure you. Well, I'm sorry for your niece. Shall we go seek Benedick and tell him of her love?
No, never tell him, my lord. Let her wear it out with good counsel.
Yes, let her wear her heart out first. Will you walk, my lord? Dinner is ready.
You do not look her upon this, I will never trust my expectations.
It could be the same net spread for her, and that must your daughter have been woman. The sport will be when they hold one an opinion of another too. Innocent friend. Let us send her to call me.
This can be no trick. The conference was sadly born. They have the truth of this from Hero. They seem to pity the lady. It seems her affections have their full bent. Love me? Why? Must be requited. I hear how I am censured. They say I will bear myself proudly if I perceive the love come from her. They say, too, that the lady would rather die than give any sign of her love. I did never think to marry. I must not seem proud. Happy are they that hear the detractions and can put them to mending. They say the lady is fair. 'Tis a truth, I can bear them witness. And virtuous, 'tis so, I cannot reprove it. And wise, but for loving me. And by my troth, it is no great addition to her wit, nor no great argument of her folly, for I shall be horribly in love with her. I may chance have some odd quirks and remnants of wit broken on me, since I have railed so long against marriage. But doth not the appetite alter? A man loves the meat in his youth, which he cannot endure in his age. Shall these quips and sentences and paper bullets of the brain awe a man from the career of his humor? No! The world must be peopled! When I said I would die a bachelor, I did not think I would live till I were married. Here comes Beatrice. By this day she's a fair lady. I do spy some marks of love in her.
Against my will, I am sent to bid you come in to dinner.
Lady Beatrice, I thank thee for your pains.
I took no more pain in those thanks than you took pains to thank me.
You take pleasure then in the message.
Yea, as much as you take upon a knife's point. You have no stomach, senor? Farewell.
Ah. Against my will, I'm sent to bid you come into dinner. There's a double meaning in that.
Now, when Beatrice doth come, if we do taste this alley on the ground, but our talk must only be of Benedick. When I do name him, let it be thy part to praise him more than ever man is married. My talk to thee must be how Benedick is sick in love with Beatrice. Of this matter, as little to the crafty our maid, the only wounds I can say. Now begin, for look where Beatrice, like a laugh, comes close by the ground to hear our conference. Hearing not my part of the dialogue, then going near her, the very ear lose nothing of the falsely fate that we led for. No, truly, Ursula, she is too disdainful. I know her spirits are as coy and wild as haggard people are.
But are you sure that Benedick loves Beatrice so entirely?
Says the prince and my neutral lord.
And did they make you tell her of it, madam?
They did entreat me to acquaint her of it, but I persuaded them, if they loved Benedick, to wish him wrestle with affection, and never to let Beatrice know of it.
Why did you so? Doth not the gentleman deserve as full a fortunate bed as Beatrice shall couch upon?
O God of love, I know he doth preserve as much as may be other to man. But nature never framed a woman's heart of prouder stuff than that of Beatrice. Disdain and scorn rise sparkling in her eyes, misprizing what they look on. And her wit vows itself so highly that to her all matter else seems weak. She cannot love, nor take no shape nor project of affection. She is so self-endeared.
Sure, I think so. And therefore certainly it were not good she knew his love, lest she make sport at it.
Why, you speak truth. I never yet saw a man, how wise, how noble, young, yet how rarely featured. But she would spell him backward. Aye, so turns she every man the wrong side out, and never gives to truth and virtue that which simpleness and merit purchases.
Sure, such carping is not commendable.
No, these laws from our actions as Beatrice's cannot be commendable. She would mock me as fair. Oh, she would laugh me out of myself, press me to death with wit. Therefore, let Benedick, like covered fire, consume away inside, waste inwardly. It were better death than die with monks, and it is bad to die with sickness.
Yet tell her of it. Hear what she will say.
No, rather, I will repent and counsel to fight against this act. And truly, I devised some honest slander to stain my cousin. When thou not know how much an ill word I have heard you write.
Oh, to answer your cousin such a wrong. She is perhaps so much without true judgment, as having so swift and excellent a way as she is prized to have, as to refuse so rare a gentleman as Signor Benedick.
He is the only man of Italy, always excepted my dear Claudio.
Oh, pray you, be not angry with me, madam. Speaking my fancy, Signor Benedick, for shape, for bearing, argument, and valor goes foremost in the report through Italy.
Indeed, he hath an excellent good name.
Excellence to learn it ere you had it. When are you married, madam?
Why, every day tomorrow. Come, go in. I'll show you some attire and have thy counsel which is best furnished for you tomorrow.
She's learned by working. Please call her, madam.
It proves so, good loving hope I have. Some people killed with arrows, some with
What fire is in mine ears? Can this be true? Stand I condemned for pride and scorn so much? Scorn, farewell, and maiden brided too. No glory lives behind the backs of such. And Benedick, love on. I will requite thee. Thou dost love. My kindness shall incite thee to bind up our loves in a holy band. Others say thou dost deserve, and I believe it better than reporting thee.
I do most stately marriage to be constable, and then I go toward Aragon.
Bring you thither, my lord, if you will vouchsafe me.
Nay, that would be as great a soil in the new gloss of your marriage, as to show a child his new coat and forbid him to wear it. I will be both bold with Benedick for his company, for from the crown of his head to the sole of his foot he is all mirth. He hath twice or thrice cut Cupid's bowstring, and the little hangman dare not shoot at him. Yet the heart is sound as his bell and his tongue the clapper. Whatever his heart thinks, his tongue speaks.
Gallants, I am not as I have been.
So say I, methinks you are sadder.
I hope he be in love.
And I am Tron. There's no true drop of blood in him to be truly touched with love. He be sad. He wants money.
I have the toothache.
Draw it.
Hang it.
You must hang it first and then draw it afterwards.
What?
Sigh for a toothache.
If any man seen him at the barber's.
No, but the barber's man hath been seen with him. And the old man of his cheek, already been stuffed in his wound.
Indeed, he looks younger than he did by the law.
Hey, rubs himself with pivot. Let's not smell it on him.
That's as much as to say. The sweet youth's in love. And when does he want to wash his face?
Indeed, that tells a heavy tale for him. Conclude, he is in love.
Yet, this is no charm for the toothache. Old Signor, come, walk aside with me. I have studied 8 or 9 wise words to speak to you, which these hobby horses must not hear.
For my life, to break with him about Beatrice.
'Tis even so. Hero and Margaret have done by this, played their parts for Beatrice. Now the two bears won't bite each other once they eat.
My lord and brother. God save you.
Good evening, brother.
If your leisure served, I would speak with you.
In private?
To please you. Count Claudia may hear, but what I speak of concerns him.
What's the matter?
It means your lordship to be married tomorrow.
You know who does.
I know not that. And he knows what I know.
If there be any impediment, I pray you discover it.
I believe my brother holds you well. I've hoped to effect your ensuing marriage. Surely suit ill spent, labor ill bestowed.
Why, what's the matter?
I came hither to tell you. And, circumstances shortened, she has been too long talking of. The lady is disloyal.
Who, Hero?
Even she. Your hero. Leonardo's hero. Every man's hero.
Disloyal?
Could say sure worse. The word is too good to pay on her wickedness. Think you have a worse word? I'll bid her in. But wonder not till further warned. Go but with me tonight. You shall see her chamber window entered, even the night before her wedding. And if you love her then, tomorrow wed her. And what's it better fit your honor to change your mind?
Could this be so?
I will not think it.
If you dare not trust that you see, confess not that you know. If you follow me, I will show you enough, and when you have seen more and heard more, we shall proceed accordingly.
If I see anything tonight, I shall not wed her in the congregation tomorrow, where I will be wed. There, I will shame her.
And as I wooed for thee to obtain her, I'll join with thee to disgrace her.
I'll disparage her no further till you are my witnesses. We are coldly till midnight, and let the issue show itself.
O day untowardly turned.
Oh, mischief strangely thwarted.
Oh, plague right well prevented. So shall you say when you have seen the sequel.
Are you good men and true?
Yea, or else it were a pity they should suffer salvation, body and soul.
Nay, that were punishment too good for them. If there should be any allegiance in them being chosen for the prince's watch.
Well, it is in their charge, Dogberry.
First, who don't think you the most desertless man to be constable?
Oh, George Seagull, sir, or King Locksley, for they can be denied.
Come hither, neighbor Seacoal. God hath blessed you with a good name, and well favored his gift of fortune. To write and read comes by nature. You have! I knew you'd be your answer. Well, you got here the most senseless and fit man to be constable of the watch. Therefore, bear you the lantern. This is your charge. You shall comprehend all vagrant men. To bid any man stand in the prince's name.
How if they will not stand?
Why then take no note of him, but let him go, and presently call the rest of the watch together, and thank God you're rid of a knave.
If he will not stand when he is bidden, then he is none of the prince's subjects.
True, and there to meddle none but the prince's subjects. Shall also make no noise in the streets. The watch of Babel is most tolerable, and not to be endured.
We will rather sleep than talk. We know what belongs to a watch.
You speak like an ancient and most quiet watchman. Do not see how sleeping should offend. Only have a care that your bills be not stolen. Well, you're to call at all the alehouses, and bid those that are drunk get them to bed.
How if they will not?
Why then let them alone till they're sober. If they make you not, then the better answer. You may say they are not the men you took them for.
Well, sir.
If you meet a thief, you may suspect him by virtue of your office to be no true man. And for such kind of men, the less you meddle or make with them, by the more it's for your honesty.
If we know him to be a thief, shall we not lay hands on him?
Truly by your office you may. But I think they that touch pitch will be defiled. The best way for you, if you do take a thief, is to let him show himself what he is and steal out of your company.
You have always been called a merciful man, partner.
Truly, I would not hang a dog by my own will. Much more man with any honesty in him.
If you hear a child cry in the night, call for the nurse and bid her still it.
How if the nurse be asleep and will not hear us?
Why then depart in peace, let the child wake her with crying. For that you that will not hear her lamb when it bays, will not answer a calf when it bleats.
'Tis very true.
This is the end of the charge. You, constable, are to present the prince's own person. If you meet the prince in night, you may stay him.
Nay, why are we I think you cannot.
5 shillings to one honest. Any man that knows statutes, he may stay in. Marry, not that the prince be willing. Watch out to offend no man. His offense is to a man against his will.
I think it be so.
Ha ha ha. Well, masters, good night. Be there a matter of weight chances, call me up. Keep the fellows' counsels and your own, and good night. Come, neighbor.
Hey, go masters, we hear our church. So come on, let's go to the church and wait there on the bench till 2 a.m. and then we'll go to bed.
One word more, honest neighbors. I pray you, watch about Senior Leonato's door. The wedding being there tomorrow, there's a great coil tonight. Adieu, be vigilant. I beseech you.
Promoted. All right, let's do the Facebook picture.
What? Conrad! Conrad, I say!
I am at thy elbow.
Math and my elbow twitched. I thought there would a scab follow.
I owe thee an answer to that, but on with thy tale.
Stand the clothesman under this penthouse, for a frizzled ring. And I will, like a true drunkard, utter all to thee.
Some treason, masters. Let's stand close.
Therefore, now I've earned Don John 1,000 ducats.
Is it possible for any villainy to be so dear?
Thou shouldst rather ask, if it is possible any villainy should be so rich. For when rich villains have need of poor ones may wake, what price they will.
I wonder at it.
That shows thou art unconformed. You know that the fashion of a hat or a cloak or a doublet is nothing to a man.
Yes, it is apparel.
No, I mean fashion.
Yes, the fashion is the fashion.
Tush, I might as well say the fool's a fool. What seest thou not, I say, what a deformed thief
this fashion is.
It's the four. That's the rocky for 7 years. Uncle's talking about like a gentleman. I remember his name.
No, it's the name on the house.
Seest thou not what a deformed thief this fashion is? How giddily it turns about all the hot bloods between 14, 5, and 30? Sometime like Pharaoh's soldiers in the reeking painting. Sometime like God Bell's priests in the old church window. Sometime like shaven Hercules in the old smirked worm tapestry, where his pockets is as mass against his club.
All this I see, and I see that the fashion has worn out more apparel than the men. But are not thyself giddy with the fashion too, that thou hast shifted out into telling of the tale of the fashion?
Not so, neither. But no, I have tonight wooed Margaret, the lady here is a gentlewoman, by the name of Hero. She leads me out to her mistress' chamber window, bids me 1,000 times good night. I tell this tale vilely. I can first tell thee how the prince, Claudio my master, planted and possessed and placed there by the master Don John, saw far off in the orchard this amiable encounter.
And thought the Margaret was Hero?
2 of them did. The prince, Claudio. But the devil my master knew she was Margaret, and partly by his oaths, which first possessed them, and partly by the dark night, which did deceive them, but chiefly by my villainy, did confirm any slander that Don John had made. Away went Claudio enraged, swore he would meet her, as he was appointed, before the whole congregation, and there shame her and send her home again without a husband.
Grease! An immigrant! Grease!
Masters! Masters!
You have the right to remain silent! Hey, good job! Good job. We did it.
I think the other regatta were better.
No, pretty good, Meg. I'll wear this.
Not so good. They weren't your cousin will say so.
My cousin is a fool, and now it's another. I'll wear none but this.
I like your veil excellently, and your gown's a rare fashion. I saw the Duchess of Milan's that they praised though.
So that exceeds percent.
It is but a nightgown compared to yours. Lots of gold and cut and laced with silver and set with pearls around sleeves, side sleeves. But for a fine, quaint, graceful, and excellent fashion, yours is worth 10 on it.
Give me George for this. My heart is exceeding.
Will be heavier soon by the weight of a man.
Quiet, Connie. Art unashamed.
Of what? Of speaking honorably? Is there any harm in the heavier for a husband? None, I think. And it be the right husband and the right wife. Else it is light and not heavy. Ask my lady Beatrice.
Come on.
Good Lord, sweet hero.
These gloves that count so me. They're an excellent material.
Hi, it's stuffed cousin. I cannot smell.
Maid and stuff. There's this.
Oh, God help me, God help me. How long have you professed apprehension?
Even since you left. Does my wit become you rarely?
That seed often enough should wear at your cap. By my troth, I am sick.
Get you some of this distilled cardinal Benedict and lay it upon your heart, for it is the only thing for a qualm.
And Rickester was in this one.
Benedictus. Why? Benedictus. Have some moral in this Benedictus.
Moral by my troth, I have no moral. I meant plain holy simple. You may think perchance that I think you are in love. Nay, fair lady, I am not such a fool to think that you are in love, or that you will be in love, or that you can be in love. Yet Benedict, he is such another. He swore he would never marry, and yet now he eats his meat without grudging. And methinks that you look with your eyes as other women do. What is this? Taste like donkeys. I'm not a false gallop.
Madam, withdraw. The prince, the Count Signor Benedict, Don John, and all the gallants of the town are come to fetch the church.
We hope it doesn't get cut to men that are so.
What would you with me, honest neighbor?
Marry, sir, I would have some confidence with you that concerns you nearly.
brief, I pray you. As you may see, it is a busy time with me.
Mary, this it is, sir.
Yes, in truth it is, sir.
A good man Fergus, sir, will be speaking little on the matter. An old man, sir, and his wits are not his blood says, God help, I would desire they were. But in faith, as honest as the skin between his brows.
Yes, I thank God that I am as honest as any man living that is an old man and no honester than I.
Comparisons are odorous. Palabras near Burgess. Neighbors, you are tedious.
It pleases your worship to say so, but we are the courteous officers. But truly, for mine own part, if I were as tedious as a king, I could find it in my heart to bestow to all of your worship.
Well, thy tediousness on me, eh?
Hey, and for £1,000 more. Here's good exclamation on your worship, as of any man in the city. And though I be but a poor man, I am glad to hear it.
And so am I.
I would fain want to know what you have to say.
Very, sir, our watch tonight, except in your worship's presence, has taken a couple of us errant knaves, as any in the scene.
A good old man, sir, he will be talking. As they say, when the age is in, the wit is out. God help us, sir, it is a world to see. Well, God's a good man, and 2 men must ride a horse. 1 must ride behind. God must be worshipped. Not all men are alike, alas, good neighbor.
Indeed, he comes too short of you.
Gifts that God gives.
I must go.
1 word, sir. Our watch, sir, have comprehended 2 auspicious persons who would have them this morning examined before your worship.
Do what you will with them. As you may see, I am in great haste.
Shall be subject.
Drink some wine ere you go. Fare you well.
Come, Friar Francis, be brief, only to the plain form of marriage. You shall speak their particulars afterwards.
Come hither, my lord, to marry this lady.
No.
To be married to her, friar. You come to marry her.
Ah. Lady, you come hither to be married to this count.
I do.
If either of you know any inward impediment why you should not be conjoined, I charge you on your souls to utter it.
Know you any, hero?
None, my lord.
Know you any, count?
I dare make his answer none.
Oh, what men dare do. What men may do. What men daily do, not knowing what they do. Standing by, friar. Father, will you, with free and unconstrained soul, give me this maid, your daughter?
As freely, son, as God did give her me.
What have I to give you back, whose would may counterpose this rich and precious gift?
Nothing, unless you render her again.
Oh, sweet one. Sweet one, the noble faithfulness. Here, Leonardo. Take her back again. Oh, give not this rotten orange to your friend. She's but the sign and semblance of it. Behold how like a maid she blushes here. What's the sign of audience? Sign of truth. Can cunning sin conceal itself with all? Comes out that blood is modest evidence to witness simple virtue? Would you all swear, all you that see her, that she were a modern maid by these exterior shows? But she is none. She knows the heat of a luxurious bed. Her blush is guiltiness, not modesty.
What do you mean, my lord?
Not to be wed, not to knit my soul with an reproof wanted.
Dear my lord, if by your own proofs you have vanquished her, the resistance of her youth and made defeat of her virginity.
I know what you would say. You would say, if I did know her, she didn't embrace me as a husband, as to extenuate beforehand sin. But no, Leonardo. Never did I tempt her with a word too large, but as a brother to a sister showed bashful sincerity and comely love.
And seem I ever otherwise to you?
Out on thee, seeming, I will write against it. You seem to me as dying in her orb, as chastity of the bud, ere people. But you are more intemperate in your blood than Venus, or those pampered animals that rage in savage sensuality.
My lord, well that he does speak so wide.
Sweet prince, why do you not speak?
What should I speak? I stand dishonored that have gone about to link my dear friend to a common stale.
These things spoken, or do I but dream?
Sir, they are spoken and they are true.
Leonardo, Stand I here? Is this the prince? Is that the prince's brother? Does his face heroes? Our eyes are on?
All this is so, but what of it?
Let me move a question to your daughter, and you, with the fatherly and kindly love that you have in me, bid her answer truly.
I charge you so, as thou art my daughter.
Defend me. How am I beset? What kind of catechizing call you this?
To make you answer truly to your name.
Is it not hero? Who can blot that name with any just reproach?
Mary, that can't hero. Hero itself can blot out hero's virtue. Now who is the man who speaks with you outside your window betwixt 12 and 1 yesterday? Now if you are maid, answer to this.
Talk with no man at that hour, my lord.
Why, then you are no maiden. Leonardo, I am sorry you must hear. Upon mine honor, myself and my brother in this grieved count did see her, hear her, at that hour last night, talk with a ruffian at her chamber window, who, most like a liberal villain, confessed the vile encounters they have had 1,000 times in secret.
Oh, hero, what a hero hadst thou been if half thy outward graces were placed about, and thoughts and counsels I had. Fare thee well, most foul, most fair.
Hath no man's dagger here a point for me?
Oh, now, cousin hero, wherefore sink you down?
Come, let us go. These things come thus to light, smother her spirits up.
How doth the lady?
Can I think help, uncle?
O fate, take not away thy heavy hand from her. Death is the fairest cover for her shame.
Oh, on myself, my cousin is belied.
Have comfort, lady.
Dost thou look up?
Yea, wherefore should she not?
Wherefore? Why doth not every man? Canst everyone see the shame that she has brought me? Oh my goodness. Myself would, by myself, strike at thy life. For did I think that thou wouldst not die quickly? Oh.
Sir, be patient. As for my part, I am so attired in wonder, I know not what to say.
Oh, now, cousin hero.
Lady, were you her bedfellow last night?
No, truly, but until this 12-month I've been her bedfellow.
Confirmed! Confirmed! Doth the princess lie in Claudio, who so loved her? Who, talking of her foulness, did sweep it with tears? Hence from this place, let her die.
Hear me a little, for I have only been silent so long, and given way into this course of fortune. By noting of the lady, I have marked upon her face 1,000 blushing apparitions, 1,000 innocent shames in angel whiteness beat away those blushes. And in her eye, there hath appeared a fire to burn the air that the senses hold against the mean truth. Call me a fool. Trust not my reading nor my observation, which with experimental age doth warrant the tenor of my book. Trust not my age, my reverence calling, nor divinity, if this sweet lady here lie not guiltless under some biting error.
Friar, it cannot be. Thou seest that the only thing that she will not add to her damnation is a sin of perjury. Why seekst thou to cover with excuses that which lies in proper nakedness?
Lady, what man is he you are accused of?
They know that you accuse me. I know not. I know more of any man alive than that which maiden modesty doth warrant. Let all my sins left mercy. O my father, prove you that any man with me conversed at hours on me, or that I yesternight maintained a change of words with any creature, refuse me, hate me, torture me to death.
There is some strange misprision in the princes.
2 of them have the very bent of honor, and if their wisdoms be misled in this, the practice of it lives in John the Bastard, whose very spirit toils and frames the villainies.
The proudest of them shall well hear of it.
Pause a while, and let my counsel sway you in this case. Your daughter here, the princess left for dead. Let her a while be secretly kept in, and publish it that she is dead indeed. Maintain a mourning ostentation, and on your family's old monument, hang mournful epitaphs, and do all rites that appertain to a burial.
What will become of this? What will this do?
Mary, this well carried shall, on her behalf, change slander to remorse. She dying, and it must so be maintained upon the instant that she was accused, shall be lamented, pitied, and excused of every fear. For it so falls out that what we have, we prize not to the worst, while we enjoy it. But being lacked and lost, why then we rack the value, Then we see the virtue that possession would not show us whilst it was ours. So shall it fare with Hero, or with Claudio. When he shall hear she died upon his words, the idea of her life shall sweetly creep into a study of imagination, and every lovely organ of her life shall come to him apparelled in more precious habit, more moving, delicate, and full of life into the eye and prospect of his soul than when she lived indeed. Then shall he weep, if ever love had interest in his soul, and wished he had so not accused her, no, though he thought his accusation true. And if his sword not well, you may conceal her as best befits her wounded reputation in some reclusive and religious life out of all eyes, tongues, minds, and injuries.
Senior Leonato, let the friar advise you, and even though my very inwardness love is unto the Prince and Claudio, I will deal in this as secretly as your soul should do with your body.
"'Tis well consented. Presently away. Lady, come, die to live. This wedding day perhaps is but prolonged. Have patience and endure."
Lady, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I will weep a while longer.
I would not desire that.
I have no reason. I do it freely.
Surely, I do believe your fair cousin is wrong.
How much might the man deserve of me that would pray her?
Is there any way to show such friendship?
Very even ways, but no such friend.
May a man do it?
It's a man's office, but not yours.
I do love nothing in the world so well as you. Is not that strange?
Strange is the thing I know not. It is possible for me to say I love nothing so well as you. And yet, believe me not. And I lie not. I confess nothing. I deny nothing. I'm sorry for my cousin.
By my sword, Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Swear and eat it.
I will swear it that you love me, and I'll make him eat it that says I love not you.
You not eat your word.
With no sauce that can be divisive. I protest. I love thee.
Why then, God, forgive me.
What offense, sweet Beatrice?
You've stayed me in a happy hour. I was about to protest I loved you.
Do it with all thy heart.
I love you with so much of my heart that none is left to protest.
Come, bid me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
Not for the wide world.
Kill me to deny it farewell.
Tarry, Beatrice.
Faith, I will go. There's no love in you. Let me go.
Beatrice.
I will go.
We'll be friends first.
There, he's here. Please, please. Fight with mine enemy.
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is he not approved in the height? A villain that has slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman.
Beatrice.
Oh, that I were man. What? Take her in hand until they come to take hand. And then with public accusation, uncovered slander, unmitigated rancor. Oh, that I were man, I would eat his heart in the market.
Hear me, Beatrice.
Talk with a man out a window, a proper saying.
Nay, but Beatrice.
Sweet, here, she is wrong, she is slandered, she is undone.
Beatrice.
Princes and counties. Princely testimony, a goodly count, count confect, a sweet gallant surely. Oh, could I were man, or that I had any friend who would be a man for my sake.
Beatrice.
He is now as valiant as Hercules, that only tells a lie and swears it. I cannot be a man with wishing, therefore I will die a woman with grieving.
Beatrice, by this hand, I love thee.
Use it for my love some other way than swearing by it.
Think you in your soul that Claudio hath wronged Hero?
Sure as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough. I am engaged. I will challenge him. I will kiss your hand, and so I leave you.
Okay.
Go, comfort your cousin. I must say she is dead.
Sir, hold all this assembly appear?
Which be the malefactors?
Mary, that am I and my partner.
Nay, that's certain. We have the exhibition to examine.
But which are the offenders that are to be examined? Let them come before Master Constable.
Yea, Mary, let them come before me. What is your name, friend?
Borachio.
Pray write down Borachio. Yours, sirrah?
I'm a gentleman, sir. My name is Conrad.
Write down Master Gentleman Conrad. Masters, you serve God.
Yeah, sir, we hope.
Write down that they hope they serve God. But put God first. For God defend, but God should go before such villains. Masters, it is proved already that you're little better than false knaves, and will go near to be thought so shortly. I'll answer you for yourselves.
Marry, sir, we say we are none.
A marvelous witty fellow, I assure you. But I will go about with him. A word in your ear, sir. It is thought you are false knaves.
I tell you, sir, we are none.
Well, stand aside. Before God, they are both in a tale. Have you written down that they are none?
Master Constable, you go not the way to examine. You must call forth the watch that are their accusers.
Yea, Mary, that's the epic way. Let the watch come forward. Masters, I charge you in the prince's name, accuse these men.
This man said that Don John, the prince's brother, was a villain.
Write down Prince John a villain. It's flat perjury to call Prince's brother villain.
Master Constable.
Greedy fellow peace. Not like they look, I promise thee.
What did you say else?
Mary, that he had received 1,000 ducats, Don John, for accusing the lady hero wrongfully.
Flat burglary. As ever was committed.
By mass, that it is.
What else, fella?
Well, he also made fun of Hero and tried to disgrace her, and then refused to marry her.
Oh, villain. Thou be condemned into everlasting redemption for this.
What else?
This is all.
This is more, masters, than you can deny. Prince John is this morning secretly stolen away. Hero was in this manner accused, in this very manner refused, and upon the grief of this suddenly died. Master Constable, let these men be bound and brought to Leonatus. I will go before and show him their examination.
Come, let them be opinion.
Let them be in the hands.
Off, coxcomb!
Odds my life, where's the sexton? Let him write down the prince's officer, coxcomb.
Away, you are an ass, you are an ass!
Roast him.
Dost thou not suspect my place? Dost thou not suspect my years? Oh, that he were here to write me down an ass. Remember that I am an ass. And though it be not written down, yet forget not that I am an ass. No, thou villain, thou art full of piety. That shall be proved upon thee by good witness. Bring him away. Oh, that I've been writ down an ass.
If you go on thus, you will kill yourself, and 'tis not wisdom the second grief against yourself.
I pray thee, cease thy counsel which falls into mine ears as profitless. Like water in a sieve, give not me counsel, nor let no comforter delight mine ears, but such a man whose wrongs do suit with mine. Bring me a father who so loved his child, whose joy for her is overwhelmed like mine, and bid him speak of patience. But there is no such man. For men can counsel and speak comfort of that grief, which they themselves do not feel. But tasting it, their counsel turns to passion, which before would give perceptual medicine to rage. Charm ache with agony and err with words. No, 'tis every man's office to speak patience to one who wring under the load of sorrow. But no man's virtue nor sufficiency be so modest to such a man who undergoes the like himself. Therefore, give me no counsel, I pray thee. My griefs cry louder than advertisement.
Yet, vent not all this harm upon yourself. Make those that do offend you suffer too.
I will do so. My soul doth tell me that Hero is belied, and this shall Claudio know, and so shall the prince, and all those that thus dishonor her.
Here comes the prince and Claudio hastily.
Good evening. Good day to both of you.
Hear you, my lords.
We have some haste, Leonardo.
Some haste, my lord? Are you so hasty now? Well, all is one.
Hey, do not quarrel with us, good old man.
If he could right himself with quarreling, some of us would lie low.
Who wrongs him?
Mary, thou wrongest me, thou dissembler, thou... Nay, put not thy hand on thy sword, I fear thee not.
Mary, beseech my hand. If it should give you rage, that's cause of fear. In faith, my hand meant nothing to my sword.
No, Claudio, to thy head, that thou hast wronged thee in my daughter. Save this, framed by her villainy.
My villainy?
Thine, Claudio, thine, I say.
Say not right, old man.
I'll prove it on his body if he dare. Despite his nice fence, his active practice in May of youth, and bloom of lustihood.
Away, I will have nothing to do with it.
Canst thou so daff me? Thou hast killed my child. If thou killst me, boy, thou shalt kill a man.
And he shall kill two of us, and men indeed. But come, 'tis no matter. Let him kill one first. Win me and wear me, let him answer me. Come, sir boy, come follow me, sir boy. I'll whip you from your 40 fence, nay, as I am a gentleman, I will. Brother, content yourself. God knows I love my niece, but she's dead. Slayed to death by villains, that dare as well answer a man indeed as I dare take a serpent by the tongue. Boys, apes, braggarts, jacks, milksops.
Brother Anthony.
I know them, yea, and what they weigh. Scrambling, outfacing, fashion-monging boys that lie and cog, flout, deprave, and slander, and speak up half a dozen dangerous words how they might hurt their enemies if they does.
Brother Anthony.
Do not you meddle. Let me handle this.
Oh, we will not wait your patience. My heart is sorry for your daughter's death, but upon mine honor, she was charged with nothing but what was full and very full of proof.
Hear you, my lords.
I will not hear you.
No? Come, away, brother, I will be heard.
And will. Or some of us will smart.
See, here comes the man we went to seek.
Now, what do, senor?
Good day, my lord.
Welcome, senor. You almost come to part a fray.
We've been up and down the sea for thee, for we are hard proof melancholy. What thou you say, wit?
Come, I'll match your wit in a career. Shall I speak a word in your ear? You are a villain, I jest not. I will make it good how you dare, with what you dare, when you dare. You have killed a sweet and innocent lady, and her death shall fall heavy on you. Fare thee well, boy. My lord, for your many courtesies, I thank you. I must discontinue your company. You have your brother, the bastard, is fled from Messina. You have among you killed a sweet and innocent lady. For my lord Lackbeard there, he and I shall meet. Until then, peace be with him.
He is in earnest,
In most profound earnest.
and hath challenged thee.
Most sincerely.
How now? Two of my brother's men bound? Braccio one?
Hearken after their offense, my lord.
Officers, what offense have these men done?
Marry, sir, they've committed false report. Moreover, they've spoken untruths. Secondarily, they're slanderers. Sixth and lastly, they've lied a lady. Thirdly, they've verified unjust things. And they conclude, they are lying knaves.
First, I ask thee what they have done. Thirdly, I ask thee what's their offense. Sixth and lastly, what lay you to the charge? And to conclude, why are they committed?
Rightly reasoned, and by his own division. By my troth, there's one meeting well suited.
Who have you offended, masters, that you are thus bound to your answer? This learned constable is too cunning to be understood. What offense have you?
Sweet prince, let me go no further to my answer. Do you hear me? And let this count come. I have deceived your very eyes. What your wisdoms cannot discover, these shallow fools have brought to light. They overheard me confessing to this man how Don John has sent me to slander the Lady Hero, and to woo Margaret in Hero's garments, and to convince you to shame Hero when you should marry her. This is my villainy, which they have upon record, which I would rather seal with my death than repeat over to my shame. I now desire briefly the reward of a villain.
Runs not this speech like iron through your blood?
I've drunk poison while he utters it.
Was my brother that set thee on this?
Yea, and pay me richly for the practice of it.
Composed and framed of treachery, and fled he is upon this villainy.
Sweet hero, now thy image doth appear in the rare semblance that I loved at first.
Come, bring them away. By this time our sexton hath informed Senior Leonardo of the matter. And masters, do not forget to specify, when time and place shall serve, that I am an ass.
Where's the villain? Let Let me see his eyes.
If you would know your wronger, look on me.
Art thou the villain that hast with thy breath killed mine innocent child?
Yea, even I alone.
No, not so, villain, thou beliest thyself. Here stand a pair of honorable men. A third is fled that had a part in it. I thank thee, princess, for my daughter's death. 'Twas bravely done. You may record it with your high and worthy deeds.
I know not how to pray your patience. Here I must speak. Choose your revenge yourself. Impose upon me what penance your invention may lay upon my sin. Yet I sin not, but in mistake.
By my soul, nor I. And yet, to satisfy this good old man, I'll bend under any heavy weight that you join me to.
I cannot bid you bid my daughters live. That were impossible, but I pray you both. Possess the people in Messina here, how innocent she died, and if your love can labor aught in sad invention, hang her an epitaph upon her tomb, and sing it to her bones, sing it tonight. Tomorrow morning come you to my house, and since you could not be my son-in-law, be yet my nephew. My brother has a daughter, almost a copy of my child that's dead, and she alone is heir to both of us. Give her the right you should have given my daughter, and so dies my revenge.
O noble sir, your overkindness doth bring tears from my eyes. And I do embrace your offer, and dispose for henceforth of poor Claudia.
Tomorrow then come you to my house. Tonight I take my leave. This naughty man shall face to face with Margaret, who I believe is pecked in all this wrong, hired to it by her brother.
No, by my soul, she was not. Nor knew not what she did when she spoke to me. But everything I know by her has always been just and virtuous.
Moreover, sir, which is not under white and black, this plaintiff here, the offender, did call me an ass. I beseech you, let it be remembered in his punishment.
I thank thee for thy care and honest pains.
Worship speaks like a thankful and most reverend youth, and I praise God for you.
I thank thee for thy pains.
God save the foundation!
Go! I discharge thee of thy prisoner.
I leave an errand aid with your worship, which I beseech your worship to correct yourself, the example of others. God keep you, I wish you well. God restore you to health. I humbly give you leave to depart. And if a merry meeting may be wished, God prohibit it. Come, neighbor.
Until tomorrow morning. Fare you well, my lord.
Farewell, my lords. We look for you tomorrow.
We will not fail.
Sweet Mistress Margaret, deserve well my hands by helping me to the speech of Beatrice.
Will you write me a sonnet in praise of my beauty?
In so high a style, Margaret, that no man living shall ever come over it. For in most comely truth, thou deservest it.
To have no man come over me, why must I always keep below stairs?
Thy wit is as quick as a greyhound's. It catches.
And thou is as blunt as a fencer's foils which hit, but hurt not.
A most manly wit, Margaret. It will not hurt a woman. And so, I pray thee, call Beatrice. I give thee the bucklers.
Give us the swords, we have bucklers of our own.
If you use them, Margaret, you must put in the pikes with the vikes, for they are dangerous weapons for maids.
I will call Lady Beatrice to you, who I think hath legs.
And therefore will come. The God of love that sits above and loves me and knows me. How pitiful I deserve. I mean in singing, but in loving. Troilus the good swimmer, Leander the first employer of panders, and a book full of these condemned carpet men, whose names yet run smoothly through the blank road of uneven verse, were never so truly turned over and over as my poor self in love. Marry, I cannot show it in rhyme. I can find no rhyme to lady, but baby, an innocent rhyme. For scorn, born, a hard rhyme. For school, fool, a babbling rhyme. Very ominous endings. No, I was not born under a rhyming planet, nor I cannot woo in festival terms. Sweet Beatrice, wouldst thou come when I called thee?
And depart when you bid me.
Oh, stay, but till then.
Then is uttered, and I must go. But let me go with that which I came with, knowing what hath passed between you and Claudio.
Only foul words, and thereupon I will kiss thee.
Foul words is but foul wind. Foul wind is but foul breath. And foul breath is tiresome, therefore I will depart unkissed.
You frighten the word out of its rightful sense, so forcible is thy wit. But I must tell thee plainly, Claudio either undergoes my challenge, or I will protest him a coward. And now, tell me, which of my bad parts did you first fall in love with?
For all of them together, for they maintain so politic a state of evil, that they would not allow any good part intermingle with them. And for which of my good parts did you first suffer love for me?
Suffer love, a good epithet. I do suffer love indeed, for I love thee against my will.
In spite of your heart, I think poor heart. If you spite it for my sake, I will spite it for yours. For I will never love that which my friend hates.
Thou and I are too wise to woo peaceably. And now, tell me, how doth your cousin?
Very ill.
And how do you?
Very ill, too.
Serve God, love me, and mend. Thereupon I will leave thee, for here comes one in haste.
Madam, you must come here, uncle. Lady here hath been falsely accused, the prince and Claudio mightily abused, and John was the author of all, who is fed and gone. Will you come presently?
Will you go hear the news, Signor?
I will live in thy heart, die in thy lap, and be buried in thy lap. And, moreover, I will go with these thy uncles.
Done to death by slanderous tongues was the hero that here lies. Death, in guerdon of her wrongs, gives her fame which never dies. So the life that died with shame lives in death with glorious fame. Hang thou there upon the tomb, praising her when I am done. Pardon, goddess of the night, those that slew thy virgin night. For the which, songs of woe, round about her tomb they go. Midnight, assist our moan, help us to sigh and groan heavily, heavily. Graves, yawn, yield your dead, till death be uttered, heavily, heavily. Now unto thy bones, good night. Yearly I will do this right.
Did I not tell you she was innocent?
Nor the prince and Claudio who accused her. Upon the air that you heard debated, of course, but Margaret was at some fault for all this, although against her will it may appear in the true course of all the question.
Well, I'm glad all things turned out so well. And so am I, being else by faith and forced to call young Claudio to reckon for it.
Doth you see my niece with an eye of favor?
Friar, I must entreat your help, I think.
To do what, senor?
To bind me or undo me, one of them. Signor Leonardo, truth it is, good signor. Your niece regards me with an eye of favor, and I with an eye of love requite her.
Yeah, that I wish my daughter lent her, 'tis most true.
Your answer, sir, is enigmatical. My will is your goodwill may stand with ours. This day we conjoin in the state of honorable marriage.
The sight whereof I think you had for me. But what's your will?
My will is that we this day may be married.
My heart is with your liking.
And my help. Here come the Prince and Claudia.
Tomorrow to this fair assembly.
Good morrow, Prince. Good morrow, Claudio. Are you yet determined to marry my brother's daughter? Call her forth, brother. Here's the friar ready.
Which of these is the lady I must seize upon?
The same as she, and I do give you.
Why then, she's mine. Sweet, let me see your face.
No, not till you take her hand before this friar and swear to marry her.
Give me your hand before this holy friar. I am your husband, who lies with me.
When I lived, I was the other wife. When you loved, you are my other husband.
Another hero.
Nothing certainer. One hero died defiled, but I do live, and surely as I live, I am a maid.
She died, my lord, and whilst her slander lived.
All this amazement, and I qualify. When after that the holy rites are ended, I'll tell you largely of fair hero's death.
Soft and fair, friar, which is Beatrice.
I answer to that name. What is your will?
Do not you love me?
No more than reason.
Why, then the prince and Claudio and your uncle have been much deceived. They swore you did.
Do not you love me?
Troth, no.
Why then my cousin and Margaret and Ursula were much deceived, for they did swear you did.
They said you were almost sick for me.
They said you were well nigh dead for me.
'Tis no such matter. Then you do not love me?
No. But in friendly recompense.
Come, cousin, I'm sure you love the gentleman.
And I swear upon it that he loves her, for here's a poem, written by his own hand, a halting sonnet of his own pure brain, fashioned to Beatrice.
And here's another, written my cousin's hand. Benedick.
A miracle. Here's our own hands against our hearts. Come, I will have thee, but by this light I take thee for pity.
I will not deny you, but upon this day I yield upon great persuasion. And partly to save your life, for I was told you were in a consumption.
Peace. I will stop your mouth.
Benedick, the married man.
I'll tell thee what, Prince, a college of whipcrackers cannot flog me out of my humor. Since I do purpose to marry, I will think nothing to any purpose the world can say against it. Therefore, never flatter me what I have said against it, for man is a giddy thing, and this is my conclusion. And for thy part, Claudio, I did think to have beaten thee, but in that thou art like to be my kinsman, live unbruised and love my cousin. Come, come, we are friends. Let's have a dance ere we are married, so that we may lighten our own hearts and our wives' heels.
We'll have dancing afterwards.
First of my word, and therefore play music. Prince, thou art sad. Get thee a wife. Get thee a wife. There's no staff more reverend than one tipped with horn.
Your worship, your brother, Don John, has been taken in flight back to Messina.
Think not on him till tomorrow. I'll devise thee brave punishments. Strike up, pipers.
First,